What if a school bully picked on the wrong girl? A girl with a connection so powerful it could flip the script in the most unexpected way. Get ready for an inspiring tale that'll tug at your heartstrings, make you cheer, and remind you that justice always finds a way. This is the story of Maya Williams, a quiet new student at Clearview High School in Houston, Texas, who steps into a world ruled by Bryce Carter, the school's most feared bully. He thinks she's an easy target. But oh, is he in for a surprise? Maya's got a secret that'll turn his world upside down. Stick around until the end, because what starts with a bully's arrogance ends with his epic downfall, and a lesson that'll leave you smiling. Picture this. It's a crisp autumn morning in Houston, the kind where the air smells like freshly cut grass and the sun still carries a hint of summer's warmth. Maya Williams steps off the school bus, her backpack straps gripped tightly, her eyes scanning the massive front entrance of Clearview High. Students swarm around her, laughing, chatting, moving in tight-knit groups like they've known each other forever. Maya, though, she's the new girl, the outsider, starting over for the 4th time in 3 years. Some kids move because of their parents' jobs. Maya moves because she needs a fresh start. Again, she keeps her head down, her dark hair falling over her face, hoping to blend into the background. Her goal? Stay invisible. Clearview High isn't anything special, just your typical suburban school filled with middle-class kids who've been friends since kindergarten. The football team's decent, the cheer squad's the talk of the town, and the social hierarchy's been set in stone for years. None of that matters to Maya. She's not here to make waves or climb the popularity ladder. She just wants to get through the day without trouble. But trouble, as it turns out, has a way of finding her. Inside, the hallways buzz with energy. Lockers slam, sneakers squeak on the tile floors, and teachers try to herd students into classrooms before the first bell. Maya clutches her schedule, navigating the chaos with the practiced ease of someone who's done this too many times. She's got the routine down. Find her locker, scope out a lunch spot, and most importantly, spot the kids to avoid. That's when she sees him, Bryce Carter. Tall, broad-shouldered, with the kind of effortless confidence only the most untouchable high school guys have. He's leaning against a row of lockers, surrounded by his Letterman jacket-wearing crew, all laughing at something he just said. Even from a distance, Maya can feel his aura of control. It's the kind that makes people either follow him or fear him. Bryce is the golden boy, star quarterback, good looks, wealthy family. But there's something else. The way students laugh a little too hard at his jokes, the way they shift nervously when he speaks. It's a pattern Maya knows all too well. She's met guys like Bryce before. The ones who thrive on power, who feed off intimidation. She has no intention of crossing his path, but fate, as always, has other plans. As Maya walks past, someone accidentally bumps her shoulder. Her books tumble to the floor, scattering across the hallway. A few students turn to watch, some snickering. Maya bends down, cheeks burning, trying to gather her things quickly. Well, what do we have here? The voice is calm, amused, but sharp, like a lion toying with its prey. Maya freezes. She doesn't need to look up to know it's Bryce Carter. Slowly, she meets his gaze, and there he stands, arms crossed, wearing that infuriating smirk bullies perfect over years of ruling the school. I don't think I've seen you before, Bryce says, his tone dripping with mock curiosity. Maya doesn't respond. She grabs her books, stands, and brushes past him without a word. But Bryce isn't done. Hey, where's your manners? He calls out, his voice echoing through the hallway. I asked you a question. Maya keeps walking. She's played this game before. Ignore, don't engage, stay calm. But then she feels it. A sharp tug on her backpack, pulling her back just enough to send a message. Bryce isn't letting this go. The hallway falls quiet. Even the kids who weren't paying attention are now watching. Maya stops, turns slowly, and meets Bryce's gaze. For a split second, something flickers in his eyes. Curiosity, maybe even surprise. You shouldn't have done that, Maya says quietly, her voice steady. Bryce raises an eyebrow, then lets out a slow, mocking laugh. And why's that? He smirks. Maya doesn't answer. She just holds his gaze, unflinching, before turning and walking away. Bryce's friends chuckle, but she can feel his eyes burning into her back. He has no idea the mistake he's just made. The rest of the day passes in a blur. Maya sticks to the back of classrooms, answering only when called on, avoiding eye contact. At lunch, she finds a spot at the edge of the cafeteria, watching without being watched. Bryce and his crew own the lunchroom, sprawled across the biggest table in the center, laughing like they don't have a care in the world. Every so often, Maya catches Bryce glancing her way, but he doesn't approach. Not yet. By the time the final bell rings, she's relieved to escape the school's suffocating energy. The Houston heat shimmers off the pavement as she heads to the bus stop, reaching for her phone. That's when she hears it. "Hey, new girl." Maya turns. There's Bryce, hands in his pockets, that same cocky grin plastered on his face. A few of his friends linger behind him, waiting for the show. Maya sighs. "What do you want?" Bryce steps closer, his smirk widening. "You've got an attitude problem, you know that?" Maya doesn't flinch. Instead, she lets out a short, amused laugh. Not nervous, not scared, just amused. Catches Bryce off guard. "What?" he says, his grin faltering for half a second. "I think," Maya says slowly, leaning in just a bit, "you should walk away." Bryce recovers quickly, chuckling as he towers over her. "Oh yeah? And why's that?" Maya's voice drops to a whisper. "Because you have no idea who I am." Before Bryce can respond, a loud, rumbling engine cuts through the air. A black Dodge Charger Hellcat pulls up to the curb, the kind of car that makes everyone stop and stare. The tinted window rolls down slowly, revealing none other than Vin Diesel, his presence commanding and unmistakable. Bryce's smirk vanishes. Maya turns back to him, smiling for the first time that day. "Still think I'm weird?" she asks sweetly. Bryce doesn't answer. For the first time, he's the one who looks small. Maya adjusts her backpack, walks past the stunned crowd, and slides into the passenger seat. The Charger's engine roars as it pulls away, leaving behind a sea of whispers and wide-eyed stares. Inside the car, the city of Houston blurs past the windows, the late afternoon sun painting the dashboard in shades of orange and gold. Maya drums her fingers on her knee, exhaling the tension she's been carrying all day. Vin keeps his eyes on the road, tapping the steering wheel. "You okay?" he asks. Maya nods, then lets out a small laugh. "That was kind of dramatic, wasn't it?" Vin smirks, his signature half-smile creeping onto his face. "A little." Maya shakes her head, gazing out the window. "I didn't mean for them to find out like that." Vin glances at her. "And what would have been a better way? Letting some punk like that walk all over you?" Maya sighs, resting her head against the seat. "I wasn't going to let him walk all over me. I was just waiting." Vin raises an eyebrow. "For what?" She shrugs. "The right moment." Vin chuckles softly. "You sound like me when I was your age." Maya smirks. "That's a scary thought." He laughs, shaking his head. "Smartass." They drive in comfortable silence, the tension melting away as their familiar banter takes over. But Maya knows this isn't over. Bryce Carter isn't the type to back down, and fear has a way of turning into anger. That night, at their sleek, modern house in a quiet Houston suburb, Maya sits at the kitchen table, tapping her fingers on the wood. Vin leans against the counter, arms crossed, watching her. "They trashed my locker today," she says finally. Vin raises an eyebrow. "That's their best move?" Maya smirks. "For now." Vin nods slowly. "So, what's yours?" Maya's quiet for a moment, then smiles. "I'm going to let him dig his own grave." Vin grins. "Now that's my girl." For a moment, she thinks he might snap, might take a swing right there in the hallway. But he doesn't. He can't. Because if he does, he'll only prove her right. Instead, he storms off, shoving past students, his kingdom in ruins. That afternoon, Maya slides into the passenger seat of Vin's Charger, exhaling slowly. Vin doesn't start the engine right away. He just looks at her. "It's done, huh?" Maya nods. It's done. Vin smirks. You didn't even have to throw a punch. Maya smiles, resting her head back. Didn't need to. Vin chuckles, turning the key. The charger roars to life as they pull away from the school. So, what now? Vin asks. Maya thinks about it. About the past few weeks, about how much has changed, not just with Bryce, but with herself. She grins. Now, I finally get to enjoy high school. Vin laughs, shaking his head. That's my girl. As they speed down the road, the weight on Maya's chest lifts. She didn't win by being louder or stronger or more ruthless. She won by being smarter, by being patient, by letting the truth do the work for her. And Bryce Carter? He's just a cautionary tale now. A reminder that power built on fear never lasts. Sometimes, the quiet ones are the ones you should fear the most. But Maya's story doesn't end there. With Bryce's influence shattered, Clearview High feels different. The hallways are lighter. The whispers are about new things. New friendships, new possibilities. Maya starts to find her place, not as the new girl or the one with the famous connection, but as herself. She joins the art club, where her sketches of Houston's vibrant streets earn her quiet admiration. She sits with a new group at lunch, kids who don't care about social hierarchies, who laugh easily and welcome her without question. For the first time in years, Maya feels like she belongs. One day, as she's leaving school, a younger student approaches her. A shy freshman with glasses too big for her face. Hey, Maya? The girl says nervously. I just wanted to say, what you did with Bryce. It was awesome. I was so scared of him. But now, I don't know. I feel like I can breathe again. Maya smiles, a warmth spreading through her chest. You don't have to be scared anymore, she says. You're stronger than you think. The girl beams, and Maya knows that moment will stay with her. As weeks turn into months, Maya's fresh start becomes something more. A chance to redefine herself, to build a life where she's not just surviving, but thriving. She and Vin still have their late-night talks, their banter filled with laughter and love. But now, Maya carries a quiet confidence, a spark that wasn't there before. She's not just the girl who took down a bully. She's the girl who showed everyone that real strength doesn't come from fear or force. It comes from knowing who you are and standing tall, no matter what. And so, Maya's story is a reminder to us all. Sometimes, the greatest victories come not from fighting back with fists or words, but from standing your ground, staying true to yourself, and letting justice run its course. It's a story of courage, of patience, of the quiet power that can change everything. So here's to Maya Williams, the girl who turned a bully's game upside down and showed the world that even the smallest spark can light up the darkest room. Keep shining, Maya. The world's watching, and it's cheering you on.